Our study wants to make an alternative source of electricity to power a water pump that is commonly used for irrigation. Using wind as a source of power can lessen the harmful effect on our environment while also providing a stable energy for our farmers to use. Wind is everywhere, which means we can use it easily and it can help our farmers in speeding their works, and it will also take less with their finances. Having wind as a source of electricity can also lessen the burden we have regarding our nature.
An omnidirectional turbine is used to study to convert an electricity source for the benefit of the water pump. Omnidirections are critical because they play a significant role in converting an electricity source into a water pump. The study of omnidirectional is extremely beneficial to those in need of electricity. Non-reliable energy is difficult to come by these days, as it is either depleted or unavailable depending on what land resource and resources you have. Problems like this requires a lot more attention, which is why reliable energy sources are must-have and go-to solution, especially given our current resources situation.
This research uses an omnidirectional wind turbine to convert an electricity source for the water pump. Non-renewable energy these days are hard to collect. Either it's depleted or not available to what piece of land or resource you have. Problems like these need much greater attention. That's why renewable sources of energy are a must-have and a go-to solution, especially to our resources' current state. The importance of this research not only aids the depletion of non-renewable sources of energy, but aims to provide a source that is abundant and likely to be found anywhere, such as wind. Plus, the omnidirectional turbine is convenient and more affordable than a centrifugal turbine.
Scope and limitations. The importance of this research is not only aids the depletion of renewable resources, but aims to provide a source that is abundant and likely to be found anywhere, such as wind. The omnidirectional is convenient and more affordable than centrifugal turbine. And the research study that the omnidirectional wind generator is easy to transport from one place to another. Easy installation as compared to other wind turbine. This research shall concentrate on the amount of electricity generated by the omnidirectional wind turbine in comparison to the centrifugal turbine to produce energy in water pumps for water irrigation. This research shall compare the aspects observed and see which is better. The research shall only involve in making water pumps for irrigation work well, better than the centrifugal turbine, which is more commonly used. This omnidirectional turbine also generates a lot of energy without strong wind.
The materials that we need to do our research are DKM series, centrifugal, electric motor water pump, 3-phase induction motor, and our own made omnidirectional wind generator and a 20-volt battery that will store the produced electricity.
There are 6 steps that the researchers need to do in order to successfully do the project. First is the gathering of the materials. In this experiment, it is essential that we have all the materials in order to do the experiment. Second, construction of omnidirectional wind turbine. This is when the researchers create the 4 vital parts of the wind generator: the generator, the nozzle, the tower, and the blades. Third is the setting of the water pump. Fourth, setting up the 3-phase induction motor. Fifth, store the electricity from the wind turbine to the 20 volts battery. And lastly, gathering of materials. With the 3D printed parts, the honeycomb turbine and orbit ring amounting to 2,000 to 5,000, a 12-volt dynamo motor for 480 pesos, 4 slip rings to 200 pesos, ceramic tile block 75 pesos, 3-phase motor 338 pesos, 12 volts 50 amps deep cycle battery 4,000 pesos, charge controller 298 pesos, and lastly 12 volt submersible pump, which is 85 pesos, amounting to 7,476 to 10,476 pesos.